This is where the site admin will work.
Oh.
Rajesh, I want to know, like, so if when we start working on this ALM, do we also create a username, password, or is it created?
No, that has been created. That will be created by your site admin. You need not touch this. You will not have access to this link only.
Oh, okay. So we can't work on this in the VMware.
No. Don't work on this in the VMware, please. Because anything you mess up here, you will not be able to launch ALM anymore.
Okay. So how will we practice on ALM, Rajesh?
This is the tool that you will be working on, the ALM tool. That's this.
Okay.
The tool that thing that I'm showing you is what the site admin will see.
Okay.
Okay, the license is expired because I have to log in with a different date. Okay, fine. Okay. Now here, you see here the project is Krishna Training and the domain is default domain. So if, for example, you want to create a new domain, so go to create domain and give it, I'm going to say, finance. Finance. Okay. Now a new domain, finance domain is created. In that domain, you got to create a project.
Right.
Okay, so I'll say, create an empty project. Project name I will say QA batch training. Okay. So this is under the finance. See, I can select which domain I want. I want it under the default or finance.
Right.
Next. Now, who's the site admin? That's the default. I'll just leave it as it is.
Right.
Next. Okay. Here. Now, it's asking to give permissions.
Right. To who all it can give permissions?
It can give permissions.
Okay.
Now, these are the names here. Say, example, I want to add a new name. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll give it later. Activate the project. Create.
Right.
Now the project is active. This is how the site admin would create everything.
Okay, so the site admin will take care. Only we have to just log in and do our work.
You just have to log in there. So now you are telling that I'm going to send a mail to my site admin, create a domain for that is add me in finance domain.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Add me in finance domain under project QA batch. And this is my username.
Okay, so they give access to me.
Yes, I'm going to show you how they give access.
Okay.
Let's give it a second. It's just creating the repositories and the temp files.
So at work also, all this we have to send a request, Rajesh, or it's given at the get-go?
No. You have to tell the site admin, right? So depending on which project you join, they have to provide you access. So once you join that project, you will send a mail to your project manager saying that I need access to Quality Center. Okay. The project manager will approve the request and then forward that mail to the site admin.
Okay.
The site admin will create the project. Don't worry, you don't need to think about all these things because as soon as you go in, right, your neighbor or the person who's responsible to do all these activity, he will interact with you and get it done.
So they will also guide us, right? What we need to do. Okay.
Yes. Even in my project also, when a new person comes in, there is a guy who's allocated for that. So creating his virtual machine, his ID, access, password, getting his system sorted out, and then all these work, right? The back-end work, one specific guy will get it done.
Oh, good.
He is responsible. Okay.
So if it is a small company, then it'll be pretty challenging, right?
No, whatever is the small company, when you go new into that particular project, you don't know what are the formalities, whom to contact. So you will talk to your lead or you'll talk to your manager asking that I need the quality center access. Whom should I speak to? So he will give you the email ID and say, this is the person you need to speak to. Send him a mail and CC me.
Okay.
So you will send him a mail saying that, I want the quality center access for this particular project and domain. Here is my information. My username is this. Can you add it?
So at that time, I'll already have my username, is it?
Yes. When you go into the company, you have to log into the computer, right?
So okay.
It will already be there.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to create a new user. I'll say add user. New user, and I'm going to say Rajesh. Okay. Whatever I'm saying. Now a new user is created. He's here. Now I have to add him to the domain, right? Now what I will do, I'll go back to my this thing. I'll double click on my QA training. Wait, hold on, project. Hey, wait. How did I add him in to this site connections? Configuration, let's user. Projects, here, projects. Now what I did, I went into this user, selected that user, went into projects, select project, which is the project I need to add, finance, QA training project.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll say add. That's added. Okay. So now let me go here and create one more project. I'm not going to give access to that particular project for that guy. Okay. So I'm going to say the next project, I will say test project. Next. Okay. I'm not giving access. Next. Create.
So then that won't be displayed there, right?
Yeah, you're going to see that. That won't be when he logs in, right, with his information. He will not see that only.
Right.
They're creating tables. You can see that here.
Yeah. So most of the companies use ALM now, is it?
Depends. Some companies use Jira.
Okay.
That's again a bug tracking tool, but
yeah, you said it's a free thing, right?
Yes, so they use that. ALM is a standard tool. If you know ALM, then rest of the concepts are the same.
Okay.
That's why we teach you an industry standard tool.
So we won't be learning about Jira.
Not necessary. The concepts are the same. The flow is the same. Right. Once you know a tool that on which other tools are developed, right, it's going to be the same.
Okay.
Rajesh, I just wanted to ask you, like any bug tracking tool, right? Like if you take Mantis or anything, in that also it asks for like, I'm just asking generally, like in a bug tracking tool, is it necessary to also write the steps or the test case steps or just report the bug?
No, bug tracking tool is just to report the bug and track the bug. That's all.
So even if I just looked at Mantis, it said, describe steps or something, steps used or something. So do they expect the entire test case to be?
No. Here also we are going to do that. We are going to describe the step.
Okay.
But the difference in Quality Center is that you don't need to write the test case like how you wrote in Excel sheet.
Oh, then
you can write your test cases here directly and execute the test cases directly here.
Oh, like TestLink or something like that, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's more advanced than those.
So these kind of like they are actually connected to bug tracking tools, or how does it go, Rajesh? I just don't understand how it's connected. Like if you take TestLink or something, TestLink is probably if you connect it to Mantis, then you're able to report the bug. So like that, does this also?
This is an application lifecycle management, an end-to-end tool.
Oh, okay.
Right? There is no other tool you need to do this. See, my entire project management goes in this.
Okay. So I report
I log into this.
Write the test case. Everything is done here.
Everything is done here. You can even send a mail to the developer that you have raised a defect through this tool.
Okay. So it's like a full-fledged thing. I don't need anything else.
Nothing. You don't need anything else.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So now we have created 2 projects under finance domain where I have given access to Rajesh only for QA training batch. Okay. Let's see this. Now I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to log out. Okay. Again, now I'm going to log in as Rajesh. What is the password I give? Did I give any password? No. So wait, let's see. Might be the default password. Let's see. Oh, that's authenticating. No. So I think I have to set the password. Give me 1 second. Site users. This one, user detail. Password. Usually what they do, they will import this from the LDAP. That is your main directory. So you will use the same password that you are logging into the system. Okay. Now I'm going to authenticate. Hold on. Okay, now you see, I have access only to finance domain and I have access only to QA batch training. Now if I provide access to, I want to provide access to the default domain also. So I'll go here, users, project, I'm going to add this project in default domain, I'm going to add this project also. So now I'll have 2 domain access. Let's see. Let me go here. Let me refresh again. Okay, so now I'm going to give Rajesh my password, authenticate. Now you see, I have access to default domain and finance domain. If in default domain I have access to Krishna training, in finance domain I have access to QA batch. But here in finance domain I created 2 projects under finance domain. But I don't have access to test project because I did not provide, you see here I did not provide access to that particular project.